So I had a lot of people reach out to me. That's why I'm making these series of videos. And a lot of people come into the store. A lot of people reach out online. And it's a lot of people saying, hey, I want to open a game store. Any tips or hints or anything like that. One, I tell everybody that if you don't have probably $100,000 in capital right now, you probably don't want to try opening it. We opened ours with probably $20,000 to $50,000 worth of capital worth of stuff, but that was 5 years ago, and so it was when the market was a lot more chilled out. There were like 3,000 to 5,000 game stores across the country. At the beginning of the pandemic, that number dipped. I think some speculators were saying there was like 1,500 to 1,700, so like more than half wound up closing. The reason I say now is probably not a good time to open a game store is because you have a plethora of issues. The pandemic is cutting organized play. You pretty much cannot have organized play right now, which for game stores, the social organized play aspect is where a lot of your market's going to be at. That's how you build your community. Sure, you could probably sell a few things, but are you going to sell enough? Are you in a high traffic enough area that you're going to be able to cover the overhead for your building, your utilities, your employees, your taxes, all of your minimum order requirements? Because there are a lot of distributors that require you to order so much product per quarter. If your sales aren't high enough to be able to barely hit your bills, how are you going to be able to continuously restock stuff if you're not moving and turning over enough stuff? And that's for the distributors that are even taking new accounts. Because of the shipping issues, the production delays, a lot of distributors aren't even accepting new accounts. So yeah, you could probably open a store, get your signage, have a few products that you may buy on Amazon and try to resell just to try and get people into the building. But most distributors aren't even taking new accounts. A lot of people made some money during the hype and the crazy Pokemon trend during the early days of the pandemic. But what people need to understand is that was a fad. That type of money was a fad. Even from a retailer perspective, it got to the point where we were paying wholesale just to get these products in. Don't expect to make money hand over fist like it was happening in those 6 months, because that's not reality. Reality is you barely make minimum wage here. So